The 7th generation of consoles was difficult for the PlayStation 3 from its launch and throughout most of its life cycle. From a hefty price tag at launch and a lackluster library of games, Sony had an uphill battle to regain the hearts and minds of gamers. Sony did not take this reception lightly, however. Over time, Sony managed to not just offer a mid-cycle redesign of the PlayStation 3, making it more affordable for gamers, but also add a myriad of quality games to its library, making it the home of some of the most important video games in history. With that being said, here's our top 10 PlayStation 3 exclusive games. Number 10. Demon's Souls. From the iconic Dark Souls developer FromSoft, Demon's Souls stands proud to claim that it is subjectively the most difficult game on this list. An action RPG that takes place in the Kingdom of Boletaria, where a magical fog engulfs the kingdom as demons arise to take your soul. You play as an adventurer who enters the fog to ultimately be killed. Upon death, you become bound to the Nexus, where you must kill powerful demons in preparation to take out King Allant and ultimately putting the Old One back in slumber, becoming the new Monumental. Demon's Souls has become so popular among the Souls community that it has even earned a remake on the PS5, where it currently stands as one of the best launch titles on that console. Number 9. Gran Turismo 5. The only racing game on this list, Gran Turismo 5 stands out from its predecessors for multiple reasons. GT5 adds multiple features like weather effects, revised physics, and stereoscopic 3D resolution, making it the most immersive racing sim up until this point.
Got Milano up ahead. Ernst has been overtaken.
GT5 was also the first game in the franchise to add damage and deformation models, which added a layer of depth to the gameplay. That's not even touching the fact that the game had 31 different locations with 81 different track layouts. This was an upgrade from GT4, which only had 51 tracks. In terms of cars, the game definitely was not lacking. With a total of 1,089 cars, it was certain that you would be able to drive your favorite car in-game. And if that wasn't enough, GT5 was also the #1 selling PS3 exclusive, with just south of 12 million copies sold. GT5 was certainly a lot of people's go-to racing game for many years. Number 8. Infamous 2. Infamous 2 is an action-adventure open-world game where you follow Cole McGrath through New Marais as he grows in his power to defeat his enemy called the Beast. Cole uses electricity-based powers, which he can use for traversal, combat effectiveness, and helping to deal with the local population.
Is that the Beast? No one to aim. We're supposed to shoot him?
I'll have to stop him.
Yep, right here, man.
Oh god. Dude, he's scary. He's so big. Oh, that's a flaming statue. And you just got hit by it.
Infamous 2 also features a karma system which starts at neutral to either hero on the good side or infamous on the evil side, giving the player a certain level of replayability. The Infamous 2 karma system lightly changes your appearance as you grow as a hero or as infamous, which we think is a nice touch. This isn't it though. The game also features a system called user-generated content, which allows players to make their own missions which are shareable to other gamers through the PlayStation Network. The game improves in pretty much every way when it's compared to its predecessor. Number 7. Ratchet & Clank Future: Tools of Destruction. A platformer and an action-adventure game, Ratchet & Clank Future: Tools of Destruction scores on almost all charts. You play as, you guessed it, Ratchet and his little robotic buddy, Clank as they are sent by Captain Quark to fight off the evil alien invasion sent by Emperor Percival Tachyon, who coincidentally wanted Ratchet. Your quest ultimately leads you on a journey to find out exactly why Percival Tachyon was looking for you, while meeting some new and interesting characters along the way.
And you are?
Emperor Percival Tachyon, Crown Prince of the Cragmites, conqueror of space and time, and, pending the obliteration of a few insubordinate species, ruler of the universe.
Your name's Percival?
Tools of Destruction received favorable reviews across the board, with some considering it the best game in the franchise up until this point. Tools of Destruction retains basically all of its predecessors' gameplay mechanics, but what it does make better is that this is the first game in the franchise to have characters converse with one another outside of cutscenes. It also helps that the graphics hold up surprisingly well even today. Overall, the game is an absolute blast to play, and one we may play on our Let's Play channel, link in the description. Number 6. God of War 3. God of War 3, like the previous installments, is an action-adventure game with hack-and-slash elements. It follows the iconic Kratos as he battles gods, monsters, and titans, while in search of Pandora for Pandora's box, which of course is needed to defeat his father, Zeus.
Good. This looks great. This looks like I'll figure it out instantly. Oh. Shit. Goodbye to that.
The gameplay itself isn't much different from the previous games in the franchise, focused primarily on combo-based combat using weapons found throughout the game, up to 4 magic-based attacks and his Blades of Exile as the main weapon. Upon its release, God of War 3 was praised for its graphics and gameplay, even earning an award for Best PS3 Game at the 2009 and 2010 Spike Video Game Awards. This would also be the final game in the series to be set in the Greek era. Definitely a must-play for any God of War fan. Number 5. Resistance: Fall of Man. Resistance: Fall of Man is a science fiction first-person shooter set in the alternate historical timeline of 1951. The game follows protagonist Sergeant Nathan Hale as he attempts to fight off an alien invasion known as the Chimera from overtaking the United Kingdom.
Oh my god! Don't do that. I'm gonna have to constantly remind myself too that there's a weapon wheel.
Resistance: Fall of Man took advantage of the 6-axis controller in a number of ways, like shaking off enemies or even bringing up the map quickly in multiplayer. The game also ran well, which ultimately paid off in the end with reviewers. The game was received well, critically holding a solid 86 on the Metacritic score. Overall, the game was great, and one that we hope gets revisited at some point by Sony. Number 4. Killzone II. The second first-person shooter on this list, Killzone 2 is set in the 24th century. Taking place 2 years after the events of the previous installment, the game highlights the wars between two factions called the Velkins and the Helghast as the Prior invades the latter. You play as protagonist Thomas Shevchenko, or Sev for short, who is sent to attack the capital of Helghan with the task to capture Emperor Vasari for war crimes. Upon arriving, the team quickly realized that the Helghan were well prepared, leaving the team fighting for survival while attempting to accomplish the mission. The game was critically acclaimed for amazing visuals, intense campaign, and a great online component, with the official PlayStation magazine saying, "We'll instantly tag this sequel as a powerful contender for the best game of 2009. Needless to say, Killzone 2 did not disappoint. Number 3. LittleBigPlanet. A puzzle platformer, LittleBigPlanet is a game that relies heavily on user-generated content as its selling point. Using the in-game creation tools, players can make their own levels and share them with others via the PlayStation Network, which is emphasized on the game's tagline, Play, Create, Share.
Looks like there's more stuff over this way before we head to the right. We got some new stickers. I like how it's right in front of where the stickers are being used, so it gives you great examples. And that's one of my favorite things. To hang from an
Critically, the game was received very well, receiving a Metacritic score of 95. The game was received so well, in fact, that it sparked 2 more main titles, 2 handheld titles, and 5 spin-off titles, including the most recent Sagpoi A Big Adventure on the PlayStation 5. Number 2, Uncharted 2. Uncharted 2 is an action-adventure game where you follow protagonist Nathan Drake on his quest to find the Chintamani Stone and the city of Shambhala with the help of his partners, Chloe and Elena. Throughout the game, Drake sees consistent opposition from a mercenary group led by a man named Zoran Lazarovich, who also seeks the same thing but for a completely different purpose.
What's going on? AJ Gales. Oh. That's my blood. That's my blood. It's a lot of my blood.
Gameplay-wise, the game did not really innovate much, but instead focused on tightening up some of the mechanics introduced in the previous installment. After all, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Critically speaking, the game received universal praise, with many calling it one of the best games of all time. The game also received multiple Game of the Year awards, and for good reason. Currently, Uncharted 2 holds a 96 Metacritic score, making it the highest regarded game on this list. We will say this, if Uncharted 2 was on anyone's list as number 1, we would completely understand. Number 1, The Last of Us. Yet another action-adventure game by Naughty Dog, The Last of Us primarily follows Joel as he is tasked with escorting a teenage girl named Ellie across a post-apocalyptic United States. As an outbreak of cordyceps plagued the country, it is discovered that Ellie seems to not be affected by the fungal infection. As Joel escorts Ellie across the country, he grows an almost father-like appreciation for Ellie, and after he lost his daughter Sarah in the opening sequence of the game, it really hits hard on all emotional levels watching their relationship unfold.
I got you.
Damn it, Bill.
What just happened?
Another one of Bill's stupid traps.
I can't see anything.
There, that fridge, it looks like that's a counterweight.
Okay.
Is it a chain that's holding me up? I'll say she can cut it if it's a rope. Looks like a chain, though.
Cut that rope, and it'll bring me down.
On it!
Oh shit, I'm gonna fall. This reminds me of Tomb Raider a little bit.
Joel!
Shit, here they come.
Are you fucking kidding?
Just hand me the rope. Ellie, how's it looking?
Come on, reload. Oh my god, guys, oh my god.
The game was universally acclaimed, holding a 95 Metacritic score, with many considering it the best game ever made. To put it into perspective, the game is the second best-selling PlayStation 3 exclusive with over 7 million copies sold and another 10 million on the PlayStation 4. This is one game every gamer should play at least once. And there is our list. Did we miss any games you wish was on this list? Let us know in the comments section below. While you're down there, drop a like on the video. And with more videos posted weekly, subscribe to AmeriGamer.